against me is rebelling against authority. But for those who do wrong, agents of wrath to bring punishment on the wrongdoer.
Good evening, everyone. It is Tuesday, February 14th, 2024. Happy Valentine's Day. If you forgot it was Valentine's Day, you should immediately drive to the grocery store while watching this podcast and get the last of the grocery store flowers because you messed up. Before I introduce our contestants, I want to remind everybody to like and subscribe at Legit Podcast, DOTCOM, spell it out. And I also have our phone number and email here. Let's get the audience involvement going. As I bring our contestants on and we play the game, let us know who you think should get the points. So in honor of Valentine's Day, we'll do this a little differently tonight. So we have bachelor number 1, JK47. He's always too busy talking.
Don't say that. My wife will kill me.
I'm going to do it to all of you. So, yeah. Bachelor number 2, Mike, country boy Mike.
What's up, Wildcats?
And bachelor number 3, King Miguel.
Look at his clothes. What are you wearing? What are you wearing?
Is that King Miguel?
You look like P. Diddy.
Hello? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Aw, thank you, country girl Jenny.
Hello?
Unless you're talking to Mike. She said you look beautiful as always. I think she might have been talking to King Miguel. Are we not King Miguel right now? Whom are we speaking with?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm glad to be on this show.
And who are you?
It's me, Mike. What's the matter with you?
Bachelor number 3.
Why are you acting so funny? What do you mean, who am I? What do you mean?
Great. Awesome. I don't know. Whoever got you that little get up should be ashamed of themselves. That's all I know.
Mike, that is the coolest looking thing I've seen you wear yet.
Don't encourage this.
Call me Big Papa.
No. No one's calling him Big Papa.
I wish. Oh, I'm sorry. What was the question?
No, there's no question. Let's start legit roulette. We'll spin the wheel and I'll make up a question on the fly. Okay. And then assign points randomly. That's how that's going to go.
First?
Well, in order as it would usually go, we have JK going first.
Oh,
you ready, JK?
Yeah, I'm ready to lose 200 points.
JK, you just lost 200 points for saying that you were going to lose 200 points. So good job. Jesus.
Paranormal what?
Paranormal fornication.
Isn't that masturbate?
JK, can ghosts fornicate?
No.
What about with people?
How do you know?
Because that's ridiculous. I've never seen it, never heard of it, except in Ghostbusters. That's the only time I've ever seen it.
Okay. King Miguel.
Yes.
Do you think a ghost could fornicate?
So let's get off the silliness of ghosts fornicating. It would be have ghosts fornicated with people or have aliens fornicated with people.
Well, that's very different.
Of the paranormal, which I've heard stories of from a female who told me out of the blue that she had a ghost that she fornicated with. By the way, every time I say fornicate, 5 cents goes to absolutely no charity.
Scary movie doesn't count.
So, and I've had people say they were fornicated by aliens. So, with that being said, and what I'm wearing, and the fact that your breasts are now running the show, yeah,
I'm not
that's
even-
what I would say about that. I mean, you know, I'm not.
I'm
Me,
trying
no.
to respond to Sha. I needed to see some. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that.
Appreciate what?
You got me on the show.
Who? What?
Oh my
What did
God.
she say? What did she just say? You guys know what she just said?
I'm not saying anything. I might lose more points. I'm not saying.
Oh my God. I'm requesting help from Sha Wooten right now because I can't with the three of you today by myself.
What did
Where's
I
our
make?
3-point shooter?
Country boy Mike,
Yes,
I feel
ma'am.
like I feel like I without you having to reveal too much personally, I know that you would probably go the alien route. So what do you think about alien human hybrid children from sexual encounters?
Yes, it is possible. I am living proof.
Explain. Are you the product or one, or do you believe you have progeny?
I definitely know I have progeny. I was introduced to my so-called hybrid offspring about 12 years ago. Yep.
King Mike L does have a question. Okay, go ahead from the peanut gallery. Go.
Progeny?
Yeah, children.
Okay, sorry, didn't know the word. You can't talk so fast.
Sarah, can I make an announcement?
Oh, please do.
Can I make an announcement?
Yeah,
Please.
go ahead.
Legit Tumblers will be starting manufacturing legit podcast tumblers further down the hole tumblers this weekend. And not only tumblers, but I ordered 20-ounce stainless steel beer mugs.
That's what I need.
Awesome.
It's got your name on it with your logo.
Hell yeah.
Excellent
Let's do
decision.
it.
I ordered these just because of you, JK. But I think these will be a hot seller. And I'm starting production this weekend.
It would be the
That's
JK.
awesome.
It would be the JK 4720.
20.
20 ounce,
Yeah.
but also 4.
The 20 millimeter.
So I'm
Yeah,
hoping,
well,
I'm hoping by next week we can start advertising on the podcast or Atkins Tumblers.
hell yeah. Hell to the yes. Yeah. Sorry, gonna ask another
I'm
question.
down for that. Yeah, man.
I should get plus
King.
500 points just for that announcement.
That's true.
You should.
I was correct. So somebody posted the wrong link to this show in the Legit Podcast group chat.
Me.
So I'm having to redirect
Yeah.
Sha Wooten.
Me. I told you that. I
Sha
me in the wrong room. Sha.
Sha Wooten.
3-point shooter.
I would like to actually give JK a chance to expand upon the question since we kind of changed it. JK, what about ghost human hybrids? That would be like is a succubus a ghost? Not really. Or an incubus? They're not really ghosts.
I
Men call
personally
them
don't believe in demons, but there's so many stories out there. I believe spirit can interact with humans, but I don't believe that's their purpose is to, make you excited or whatnot. And I think they're more concerned about your consciousness than anything else.
But no, so you're assuming it would be exciting. To me, that's a big assumption. You're taking a big leap there because what if it's just?
But that question can go several different ways because if you think about it, there's some people
That's what she said.
that some people think that extraterrestrial and paranormal and ultra terrestrial are masked as one.
Yeah. So is extraterrestrial paranormal? Is that considered paranormal, or
I
is
believe
that
it is.
its own?
I believe they're all three combined. Sarah knows how I feel about it. They're all three one.
It's all in the realm of the paranormal, by definition.
I think so. I think people view that differently. So, like, JK, if you talk to parapsychologists, they would say no, they don't consider extraterrestrials or any type of cryptids in their study when they talk about the paranormal. But yeah, having done this and talked to people and seen things, I feel like they're, especially here in Florida, like Mike's case was so interesting because we were called in for what we thought was a poltergeist and it ended up being extraterrestrial. There just seems to be a lot of crossover when doing like private home investigations lately. That's been rather interesting. But
Yeah,
let's.
and I actually saw a clip on TikTok with Dr. Greer, who did a lot of research at Area 51 and with other scientists, and you know, the fact that they can open these portals and come into your space.
Yep.
It just shows that there's other dimensions that they live on. You know, I'm not saying I don't know if it's a spirit. When I talk through my spirit box, I don't know what I'm talking to, but it gives me the answers that I want.
Ooh,
You know?
yes. Oh shoot! I removed her because someone else is clicking who's not hosting the show. Sha Wooten to the rescue.
Got to say, Sha, I really enjoyed your podcast the other day.
Oh, thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. I try.
I'm gonna give, since we haven't moved on to the next topic, let's give Sha a chance to answer this one. So Sha, the question was, do you believe in either spirit human hybrids?
Fornication.
It's not
Paranormal
paranormal fornication.
I love that name. I've been happy with it ever since I thought of the name.
So do I believe in paranormal
Fornication.
As in a paranormal being fornicating with a human. Mike, you are minus 1,000 points, King Michael. Like a fucking 1,000.
Oh,
I'm not last.
Okay, so y'all remember the movie that came out, I think it was in the 70s or 80s, called The Entity?
Yes.
I've never seen it.
It is based off of a true story of a woman that was getting molested by an entity. However, if that were the case, how come we don't hear about it more often?
Right.
And why isn't there more videos of, no, well, I wouldn't say videos of it because that'd be like an OnlyFans thing.
No, it's ghost porn.
How would you
There's a
explain
whole
it?
new thing. Ghost porn.
Sean,
What?
at a Christmas party, at a Christmas party, had a coworker of the wife's stop me, ask me if the other person does the paranormal show, as if like they come on my face, and I'm like, yeah, and she proceeds to tell me a story of how she was by a ghost, and she's lived with it her whole life. Never told her husband, who's standing 4 feet behind her. I was like the first one she's ever told, and she said it with such sincerity, it wouldn't let me leave the conversation, that I was like, she either really believes it or it really happened. One of the two. But
I think maybe she was flirting with you in some sort of way.
I tell you what,
no.
if I ever wake up with ectoplasm on my private parts, I will be calling y'all first.
No,
No,
That
please
was
don't.
the woman that got
Please
married.
don't.
Y'all
I don't
know
want
the woman
that
that got
at
married
all.
to the ghost, right?
Well,
Mike.
Was it on
Mike.
Extreme Love? I saw
I think so.
on Sha on Extreme Love. There's a show, you guys, it's a British show called Extreme Love, and there was a woman that fell in love with and married a ghost.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
I think they're divorced now.
It wasn't giving her enough attention.
If, can I just say one
She
thing?
had to ask, is it in yet?
We here at Legit Podcast believe that if you wake up with ectoplasm on your crotch, the first thing you should do is call a doctor. Don't call us. Call a doctor. For real. That's it. And that's one to grow up. Good, sorry.
Can we stop talking about crotch
right.
ooze, please,
On a
on
cake.
Valentine's Day?
I'm going to spin this. It's my turn.
It is your turn. God help me.
Hey. Uh-oh, favorite superhero.
Oh,
Fuck is that?
I have no idea.
Oh, go ahead, Sarah. Your question?
Who's your favorite superhero, Mike?
It's funny you should ask.
Jesus Christ.
I have 4 favorites, and I'll name them really quickly. One would be Moon Knight, and they ruined him. They ruined it. Disney ruins everything. If
Yep.
you've ever seen the South Park one they did of the
Mickey
Pandaverse,
Mouse.
no, the Pandaverse, it's freaking
Yeah.
hilarious. Anyways,
Uh,
Moon Knight, obviously Kraven the Hunter. I know the kids playing him in the movie is like young and in great shape, but for those of us that are comic book fans, he's not a young guy. He's an old guy that for his last hunt wants to prove that he still has it, and he hunts Spider-Man. So it's, they're doing it again. And then I'm going to go with Longshot from the X-Men, who was, his power was like dominoes, and the fact it was just all luck. Plus,
This is not your favorite. This is a list of favorite superheroes.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
You only have time for one. Country Boy Mike.
my superhero, my favorite superhero. I actually have 2, but my very favorite superhero is Jenny Atkins.
Oh
My
no!
favorite superhero. My second one is Thor.
All right, Country Boy Mike gets 500 points because I love both Jenny Atkins and Thor. So,
See, guys, you got to know how to work it.
Yeah,
you got to know how to work
I still
it.
got game.
You do, Mike. You do.
Mike.
Shout out to Country Girl Jenny.
Mike, I'm
Yes.
wearing a derby, a fur like shoulder thing.
You look like a pimp.
My mom's old bathrobe, and a pair of blue blocker sunglasses. I don't know anything about game, Mike. Nothing. What was the question?
Sha, who's your?
Oh, wait a minute. It was
Sha.
long shot because it's lucky.
Yeah.
And then it was
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is your Sha? Who is your favorite superhero?
Well, they would be probably considered villain / superhero, and there's 3 of them that are tied. It's Deadpool, Loki, and Venom.
Oh, I like those.
Yep. Deadpool being my favorite with the puns.
the Sentry.
I kind of agree with that because I'm quite a Harlequin fan, and she might be considered a villain too. But I think she's also. I like when the superheroes have that dark side, and they could be bad.
Yeah.
They could go either way. It's not so like black and white, like Captain
Yeah.
America's too like
goody
Captain
two-shoes.
America, yeah, too douchey.
If you like that, have you ever looked up who the Sentry is?
No.
Okay, the Sentry was one of the greatest superheroes ever, and he was so powerful that they all convinced him to forget himself. So what happens in the comic books is he starts to figure out who he is again, and when he becomes so powerful, he realizes that whenever he's as powerful as he is, he creates the Void, which is an evil version of him that's more powerful. So he literally is a split personality where he has to battle the fact that he doesn't want to get too powerful because the Void will kill everything. So they have to reprogram him to forget, and he starts the whole cycle over. Go ahead. I'm done. My comment.
JK, did you get it? Did you get it all in, Mike? Did you get everything you had to say in this preloaded wheel that you made? Did you get it in? Did you get done? Okay, cool.
Yes, I did.
JK
Mike.
47. Who is
After
your favorite?
353 million views at the Super Bowl of Deadpool 3, Ryan Reynolds rocks. I love
Yes,
Deadpool.
he does.
I have
And
to agree.
that really became my favorite superhero. Before that, it was Spider-Man. And
I just have
You
to
know,
say F Disney for kicking him out of Deadpool.
no. And so to answer your question, the hero that hates the good guys as well, they're called anti-heroes.
Yep.
So they play both parts, and
There
that's
you
what I
go.
love about Deadpool is he's not afraid to be himself. You know, that's the way I.
Both-
He's
both
honest.
Deadpool, Thor, and Aquaman would be. I would. There would be fornication. I would consider.
Oh, come on, Loki. Loki.
Yeah, Loki.
Hey, JK,
Yeah.
JK.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of Ryan Reynolds?
What's that?
Are you a fan of Ryan Reynolds?
I am.
Ever seen the movie Buried, where he's in a coffin the whole movie on the ground?
Yeah.
That's
All right.
a terrifying movie.
That's
Yeah.
my next door neighbor wrote that. That's the kid.
No shit.
Yeah, there's photos of my brother, my younger brother, with the kid who wrote it, and Ryan Reynolds on the carpet at whatever one of those film festivals are.
Oh.
When it came
No,
out.
So-
he truly became my favorite fan when I saw what he did with Wrexham.
Yeah.
And how he built that soccer team up to where they're at right now.
Okay,
But-
you guys, this is not the Ryan Reynolds show.
No,
And just in case any of you are wondering, so we are going. Legit Podcast is a part of the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash, and there is a superhero costume party / karaoke / pool party. And I was informed today by the person dressed like a
Pimp.
pimp squirrel, like a pimp squirrel. It's like a that I cannot be Storm, and I could not be Storm. So I'm gonna go with the Scarlet Witch as my
Black
favorite
Widow.
superhero. Huh?
Black Widow.
Black Widow. I also like. Yeah.
you can
I
get
don't know if I
stilettos and go
I
with
don't.
She-Hulk.
I don't want to compete with Scarlett Johansson in any
It's
way,
good
shape, or
news,
form in
right?
any outfit.
Understandable.
Understandable.
Can I spin
I
this
wouldn't want
thing?
to either. Yeah,
What?
we've been waiting on you to spin it.
Yeah,
Someone's gonna the host has to tell me to spin it technically.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
because you pay
Look at
attention
Sarah,
to the
look
host
at
so much. Is it asking me a question now?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Jenny Atkins said I could pull off Black Widow, so that means
You probably could.
Mike gets another 500 points because of Jenny. So good job, Jenny.
Why is she on here?
Yeah, I have a soft spot for Jenny. I can't speak tonight. Whose turn is it right now?
It's
Atkins.
Tumblers.
Okay, Country Boy Mike. Legit tumblers. Ask me a question.
Ask you a question.
Is that what this is, Mike? Yeah.
I didn't write this. This is your show. You put Block on the Rick.
Okay. For one, that new dog you have is beautiful.
Thank you.
How old is it?
Spirit Paranormal is 18 months old, and she was adopted from the Pinellas Humane Society in Pinellas County, Florida, where my dad is the director.
Just say
Yeah.
year and a half. It's not a
Awesome.
baby. Stop saying 18 months. Just say it's a year and a half old. 18 months.
Excuse
Why don't
she's
you
my
get in the
baby.
mindset of the woman that owns her?
Yeah, exactly. She's my baby.
That's ridiculous. Says,
Minus another 1,000 points. Like you got 500 back for having the balls to wear that ostentatious outfit, but I'm taking it right back away from you again.
there's
You're
nothing.
jerk.
There's nothing
You're being
wrong
a
with
jerk.
Mike's T-shirt. There's nothing wrong with Mike's T-shirt. Continue.
Mike is now minus 1,500 points. Okay, I guess Sha asked me a question.
Now you know how I feel, Mike.
Buddy.
How long have you put up with Mike and why? No, I'm just kidding.
Too long, and I don't know. He's funny sometimes.
He is. He's hilarious. I like Mike.
I don't know what we're talking
Everybody
about.
loves-
That was
how
my
long have we-
question.
How long have we been doing this? Okay, so I had my first, I came on Legit Paranormal in like March of 2023. And I think by May, I was regularly on shows. So yeah, I've been putting up with Mike since May 2023.
Lovely.
I shouldn't
You
say
asking
putting
me
up.
a question?
No, I'm answering Sha's question.
Oh,
You just happen to be a part of it.
okay.
JK, would you like to ask me a question?
Yeah. So, can you tell us more about the Gettysburg Bash?
Okay, I'd love to. It's pretty exciting. So it is July, I believe, 25, 26, 27 is that last weekend in July. The rooms are almost sold out. So anyone attending should go book their room now. You don't have to pay for it up front. You just hold your spot and then you pay for it later. So it's 3 days of vendors and speakers. And it's gotten from where it started quite large. Ticket sales benefit wounded warriors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So there's all sorts of different stuff going on. We're going to have the pool party / karaoke superhero thing. The theme this year is Christmas in July. Legit Podcast will have a table there. So we'd love any of our hosts that can to attend, help us man the table, bring your wares to sell if you have stuff that you're selling or just to promote yourself. It's normally just like a huge party, like 3 days of just
let us know how many tumblers and t-shirts you want to take with you.
we will let you know. Absolutely.
You'll be buying a t-shirt iron-on press here in the next few weeks, hopefully. So we'll be starting making t-shirts too.
All right, I guess it's time to spin the wheel.
No, it's not.
No, it's King Mike's.
It is. No, it's time to spin the wheel. It's time for Sean's turn to spin the wheel.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
He has control of it.
What's your question,
Control
Mike?
the wheel.
I'm waiting for
Yes,
that.
Mike.
Well,
Mike,
no.
what would you like? Would you like to ask me a question, Mike?
You know what? I wasn't going to, but come thinking it, I do. Sarah, since you've begun Legit Podcast, have your views on the afterlife, religion, anything like that changed?
That's a great question,
Wow,
Mike.
yeah.
I kind of feel bad for trying to skip you now. Yeah, they've actually changed a lot. When I started Legit Podcasts, I had come from sort of training under like Lloyd Auerbach and the world of parapsychology, which is a little bit more rigid. And I still have a lot of those beliefs about how our own consciousness affects the paranormal. But I think I'm more open to, like, I was definitely like, say I don't believe in demons. I don't believe in those types of things. And now I've seen enough and I've talked to enough people where I don't know. Demons is a label. We'll just say that that's a word, but I believe that there's definitely a darker side that I probably wasn't acknowledging when I first started. And yeah, I think I've actually feel like I've become more of a religious person. Like more open to exploring that. I'm not going to say what. I'm still kind of like, I would consider myself like an agnostic now. Like I definitely believe in a greater power. I'm just not into giving it a name or subscribing to an organized religion. So
that's where I'm like in between right now, because I was raised Pentecostal.
Yep. Me too.
And now that all this has been happening with me throughout the years, and more I've learned this year, it kind of I have more questions on what's real.
Right.
Is there a God, or were we really created by extraterrestrials? Are we hybrids? There's so many different scenarios. And the way I look at it, it's all about faith. What you believe in, your faith.
Yep.
Right.
Do you believe that we were created by Almighty God, or were we created or by a race of aliens? And, there's so much going on right now, and I'm doing a lot of research. But there's more. And if you read the Bible, not me, I've read the Bible front to back a dozen times in my lifetime. And the more I look back and the more extraterrestrial things that come up in the Bible, it really makes me rethink the way I was brought up, the way I was taught as a Pentecostal. That maybe there's something different. Maybe there's something more, something bigger.
Here's one thing, though, that no one ever throws on the table of this. What if God is higher than the aliens? Because it's God. No, wait. The term God.
No.
So what if God is the maker of the aliens and the maker of the different...
Okay.
So is God technically supposed to be on this earth? Is he on this earth right now?
In the book of
If he's not on this earth, he's out
He is
there,
the earth.
right?
He's the source of all energy.
So he's technically an alien anyway.
This is what got me questioning stuff. Is I've read the same verse over and over again in the book of Genesis. Let us make man in our own image. Not, I'm going to make a man in my image. It's let us make men in our own image. Who is us and are?
Okay, so I can explain that really quickly. There's God, and then he had angels, which would be, to me, aliens of light that fly down or come down, right? That help steer man, apparently. He had an angel that was so beautiful and perfect that it became the evil in man that constantly fought for his soul on a day-to-day basis. That's basically what they have as far as what it's about. And what's weird enough is, raised as a Catholic, named my confirmation, just really never believed in much of that stuff because of the fact that I grew up around, I don't want to say the word, but priests that did things they shouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the area of New England. It was like SeaWorld, how they would move them from. Anyways.
Oh, God.
So there's a bad taste in everything. I don't mean that word that way. But about the church. And if you read the actual Bible, it tells you of how this will happen. Like they will make you try to like fight amongst each other, stop all this stuff, do all these things, divide it. It's in every game book plan of all time in war. So as I get older, go, what if some of this, like, I'm over here believing in an alien, but I can't get over the fact of Noah's Ark. By the way, Noah's Ark is what broke me. I was like, 2 of every animal on a boat? Impossible. Like, I don't know why that's impossible. Walking on water, all that other bullshit, I can go with.
Parting of seas.
Yeah.
That's hard to believe.
That the fact that they could all get along on one boat.
That's my point.
Wow.
Then it's God. So they could just
40 days and 40 nights.
Allegedly, ancient alien theorists say that the Ark was a spaceship, and 2 of every kind of animal in the world was the DNA of every animal in the world stored in this ship. And then once the waters receded, then they regrew the earth.
There used to be unicorns and they forgot to put them on the ark. All I have to say about that. That's what happened to the unicorns.
Unicorns were created for book covers and trapper keepers.
Okay.
I saw a unicorn New Year's Eve, 1999.
What? I'm sorry, what?
2 sugar cubes.
Okay, so okay, I get this now. You were tripping balls. All right, so it's Sha's turn to spin the wheel.
Oh.
Mike, sorry, unicorn?
I'm sure he saw a lot of things. I'm sure Mike
they
saw
were in
a lot of
Shazam.
things.
Hell.
Hell. Oh, hell.
Is that yeah. Okay, hell. Since I allegedly did not make this wheel, I have to think of a question about hell. Wait, where'd the wheel go? We got rid of it.
You don't need it right now. It's about hell.
Okay, Mike, would you like to suggest a question about hell since this is...
All right. If you buy into the theory that it does exist as a realm, how do you picture it? If you're standing in the middle of hell, what would it look like?
My worst nightmare.
Which is?
Watching my children die.
Do you think it would be like a repetitive video in front of you?
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
See, if it was video,
and me not being able to do anything about it.
You can't close your eyes on that one. You can't look away. Yeah, I don't know. Is that hell?
Clockwork Orange type.
Yeah.
All right.
That's pretty.
That's futuristic. That's like a futuristic hell. Right?
They can do anything, Mike.
It's hell.
It's hell.
Okay.
I
Who's
think,
after?
yeah, I agree with Sha. It's probably like what, they tell us sort of like what, I kind of believe it. If heaven exists as a realm, we all have
What
an
dreams may
individualized-
come. What
Yeah,
dreams may
and-
come is the perfect movie for that.
Is that the Robin Williams movie? That's such a
Yes.
good movie.
Oh, it's such
You know
a good
what?
movie.
I still cannot watch Robin Williams movies because I get way too emotional.
I know.
I can't. Like,
Me
I can't
too.
bring myself to rewatch them. Like, I see his face still, and I get so emotional. It's horrible.
Did you end the show?
Huh?
Did you just end the show?
No.
Oh, we're still going. My bad. My bad. I didn't know we were still doing it. My bad.
Still live. It says still live.
My bad. I couldn't tell by the Robin Williams. What were we saying?
So, JK, if you believe in hell as a realm, what do you picture it to be like, or even tell us if you believe in hell as a realm?
I don't believe in hell. I believe you have a choice to go towards the light and come back, or you turn away from the light and explore the universe. But by turning your back away from the light, you get further away from the source of the energy that gives us life. And I think the further you go, I think that's the experience that you get. There was a video I watched about a preacher that passed, and he said that hell was 2 to 3 5-foot demons, and then there were 12 to 13-foot demons. And when he was walking on the ground, there was maggots that he was walking over and stuff. But he was a preacher. That's what he believed hell to perceive. And I believe that the further you get away from the energy is that coldness, that darkness, that blackness. You're not receiving the abundance from whatever energy is out there. So
My cousin said that he died on the table once, and he said, Shauna, I want to let you know something. There's nothing after life. There's nothing. It's just pitch black.
I've also heard that from
But he
I
came
don't know
back,
if you
right?
know.
Yeah, he came back.
So he wasn't
I
really
don't know
dead.
if you.
No.
I don't know if you guys, Mike. Let's not start with this.
No. What I mean by that is near-death experience. When they come back, that means the soul hasn't left the body. That's all I'm trying to
He
say.
said he hovered over his body and saw his body, but
That's what happened to me. But I mean, I was gonna say, if you guys know who John Tenney is, he also said that he saw blackness. Now, in my experience, I saw my own body, and I saw my deceased family. But I assume they were there to greet me, so I didn't actually go anywhere.
right.
But I don't know, Mike. Would you like to have an opinion on whether or not someone died over here? You good?
Sorry, me?
No, I'm talking to the misbehaved Mike.
No. What I'm saying is, so what I'm trying to say is, when we meet, so we're not alive when we're dead, right? That's part of being dead.
That's
So
how that goes.
Us and death never cross paths. Like when we stop, death begins. All right, but if the body still comes back to life, that means the soul didn't go far enough to leave this plane and start whatever it was going to start. Maybe not. But what I'm saying is it was close enough, right? Come back and bring the person back to life.
Yeah.
We're talking corporeal death. So that's like a soul. That's like the soul didn't leave the body, but the physical body technically dies.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, would you like to answer the question?
Hell.
Yeah. Hell.
I'm sorry. I mean, is I yelling?
That's what happens sometimes when I talk to you. That's what happens in my head. I'm like, hell.
Yes. Yes, I do believe in hell. I without a doubt believe in hell because I believe that if there's something good, there's something bad on the other side of it. If it's something really positive, there has to be someplace for the really negative. Now, do I think people get lives and get chances to try again? Yeah, they do. But then there's just some that, and maybe they're not quite people. They weren't quite meant for this world, because there's some people that do stuff that's so ridiculously out there that it's like, yeah, I don't know if you deserve a second chance. Like, I don't know, guys. Like, that's a little rough. So I really think there is extremes. And what hell would be to me is, I don't really want to say, but it would just involve the devil having his way with me 24/7.
Oh, wow, that's kinky,
Cation.
Mike.
Anal fornication.
Valentine's Day.
No, so we're talking about anal fornication with the devil.
No. I meant like he would be able
The
to.
devil would anally penetrate you? Is that what you're saying?
No.
With pineapples, like in Little Nicky.
I have a confusion with the term "have his way with me."
That's what that is.
What you're assuming is I meant some sort of stuff like that, and that's an assumption that it could be right, but it's not right on this one time. But who knows? I'm going to keep it secret. Look at
Isn't that what have your way with someone typically means?
Yeah.
I would like a lawyer present.
It's not allowed. I'll let you go get Nikki if you need to.
I was told once I said that there'd be no further questions.
All right, so let's move on from Mike's anal fornication with Lucifer. Okay, country.
Hey, now if it's a Lucifer from the show, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Mike's saying no. Country Boy Mike. Did Country Boy Mike, you didn't answer this question yet, right? No. Okay.
Okay, so this could go several different ways.
JK just
That's what she said. That's what she said.
I kind of went Jonathan's, JK's point of view. I believe you make your own destiny after death. Either you go towards the light and I've always been like, I was raised hellfire and brimstone. If you do wrong, you're going to hell. You're going to burn for eternity. And then I learned that the Pentecostal movement was just a cult. So now I have faith in what I believe in. I believe you make your own destiny after you die. Either you're going to go towards the light, be reincarnated, come back and live that life again, whether it be on this planet, this realm, or a different realm, or a different planet as a different species, or you stay back, and that's where we get our paranormal. Some of our paranormal.
I always had problems with the kids that stayed back.
Yeah, we know.
Hey, around the 41-minute mark, JK, your screen flickered and did a reverse thing. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it. No, I saw my internet go off for a second. The kids must be getting on their iPads.
But it flipped.
Yeah, right.
My whole point of view of hell has changed. I believe there is a hell for really bad people, child molesters, pedophiles.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I can do a freaking hell for him on that one.
That's something. There's got.
Well, I think it they'll come back as the child next time.
Exactly.
And
that's what I'm
we'll
saying.
have to experience what happened.
Be reincarnated and have the same thing done to them as they did to others.
Well, that would be
others as you would have them do unto you.
So that would be the actual definition of karma, which people use a lot. So the Buddhists believe we create a lot of karma at the moment of death. And so an abuser would come back as a victim. That would be a real form of, no, I'm sorry.
That's a really ridiculous statement that an abuser should come back as a victim. It makes no sense in my opinion, because there should be no victim, period. The idea is to get rid of the victims. I think we'd all agree that the worst part of something.
I think you'll come back as Sarah next life.
You know what I mean? I mean that seriously. Why would you want this person who did this to kids to come back?
You lost your squirrel coat.
You're supposed to learn.
That's not learning. That's not learning, dude. Mike. There's nothing positive in that. We don't want it to happen. I don't just say we don't like it.
Or you could get raped by Lucifer. It's your choice.
24/7 for the rest of eternity.
This is the rapiest show I've ever done.
Barry-
Okay, so the idea would be there would never be any victims. However, that would be like the perfect, that would be heaven where everything is peaceful.
What?
And we know that is not how the world works.
Awesome.
They want me to tell you that was really
So you gotta ask yourself, these
Chris
people
is
who
hot.
are so bad, so evil,
they,
what happens to
they
them?
want
Still waving though.
I mean, do they actually get a
they want
second
me to tell
chance
you
to do
that it
things
was
differently?
really, really cool and that they loved it.
No, they
And that
they
liked
get
it.
cocooned and they come back, and they're supposed to
All
learn
right.
their lesson.
We're moving on. Whose turn is it? Whose turn is it? Spin the wheel.
Uh,
JK's?
Yeah,
No.
mine.
All right.
Sha Wooten was last. She got.
I was last. Yep.
Okay, so it's JK.
Yep.
Cupid.
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 Oh.
What's the
Cupid.
question?
Okay, so the question would be if Cupid's real oh, look at that. But where'd Sha go? Sha became Cupid. Did Sha do that?
No, I think she did.
I don't
Yes,
know.
I did. I did it.
Oh my gosh.
Is there something different with Shaw's screen? She just looked
Okay, so
different. Did you guys all
she
see that?
did. She looked like a flying baby with a bow and
I
arrow.
thought I was tripping for a second. I was like, oh shit. Flashback on my answer.
Cupid as an idea. If Cupid is real, we'll say Cupid is some type of spirit. Is it permissible saying that this is a power that a spirit has that can make people fall in love? Is that messing with free will?
Oh, I took a break.
I believe it would be messing with free will, and I think it would be more of an entity or cryptid.
Sorry.
What do you think it would be?
More of an entity or a cryptid. I don't think that anything is supposed to judge you one way or the other or make you do things that you didn't want to do. I mean, the legends I heard on Cupids is that they were evil. They were evil little fucking things that would make you fall in love with crap that wasn't that you weren't meant to,
Why
I don't
is
know.
it a giant baby? Why is it a
'Cause
baby?
it's innocent. It's Hallmark. Hallmark probably invented it as that way.
Why is it a baby? King Mike, why is Cupid a baby?
He's got a scab.
Two reasons. One, it's what is depicted throughout sculpture and artwork
Mhm.
since the beginning of time when Cupid came around. And two, it shows the promise of fertility and a baby to come. What it actually is Cupid
And a
is
baby?
an actual spirit or an angel. And when I mean spirit, I mean a feeling. It would be you look at someone across the room, your eyes lock, and it's a weird feeling you get, and that's the moment of Cupid. He doesn't
That's
change
called-
free will. He's
That's called lust.
nope.
And I'll tell you why. So Cupid, I'm looking it up, is actually from classical mythology, would be the same as Eros. So that would mean, and it means passionate desire, is the god of desire, erotic love, attraction, and affection.
Listen. Get off.
Son of
OnlyFans.
Venus.
Let's get back to the show. What Cupid
Son of
is?
Venus.
I don't. So that's what Cupid is.
Good job.
Thank you.
Mike Atkins, Cupid. Is it bullshit? Is it all hype?
I'd like to buy a vow.
What do you think of love at first sight, Mike?
What I think of love at first sight,
Yeah.
I believe it's true. I believe it can happen. It happened with me and Jenny.
Oh, can we know? Can you tell
I
us
mean,
a
me
little?
and Jenny met The way me and Jenny met is we were both on a dating site. I was going to the gym. I used to weigh 316 pounds. I lost a lot of weight. And she saw my pictures. She's like, I need help losing weight. Can you help me? That's all that was said. Yes, I'll pick you up at 3:30 in the morning. We'll go to the gym. That's when I go to the gym. I picked her up at the gym. Next thing I know.
I'm sorry. Hold, please. Jenny met you at a dating app. She said
Facebook dating app.
a Facebook dating app, and she let you pick her up at 3:30 in the morning.
Yes, she did.
On a first
That
date.
is scary.
To go work out.
She's brave.
We had
Country girl Jenny.
in 5 years. It was love at first sight.
I know, but
You
in
know what?
general-
That was me and my husband too.
Oh,
Well, for me anyway. For him, it took him a while, but
Jenny, I tell you what,
Love at first sight.
in my whole life, I've been married 3 times.
yep.
I mean, I've ran into different kinds of women all my life, but Jenny, she's one of a kind. I don't know.
She's a
different.
sweetheart.
Mike,
She's
why are
special.
you kissing ass so much? What is going on in your heart?
He wants to win.
it's Valentine's Day.
This is true shit right here. True shit.
It's Valentine's Day.
That's right.
For the
It's
record,
true
Mike,
shit.
JK and I are both married men.
I'm
And
married.
on behalf of us who have wives, knock it off. You're
No.
making us look like we gotta start going on a rant about our wives. JK, tell us how great your wife is. Here we go.
I tell every time I'm around Mike and Jenny, or I'm telling you, hear him talk about her makes me cry.
Aww.
And so, I'm like, oh my God, no boyfriend is ever going to live up to the way Mike Atkins talks about Jenny. It's going to be awful.
Aww.
Oh, it's very cute. Sha, can we have your love story? Do you believe in love at first sight then?
I do. Well, I first saw my husband walk in with long curly red hair down to his butt, and that was it for me.
Like that long curly red hair is all I need to see. That is my man.
It took us 9 months later to start dating, but once we started dating,
Hey.
that was it.
Sometimes good things come to those who wait.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Or who are scared to death to do anything, because
It took me 51 years waiting.
Well, this is my second marriage, and my first marriage was just.
I'm not going to comment on how many marriages I've had or my status. I'm just going to keep that to myself for now. Would anyone else like to add anything about Cupid?
Yeah.
This is you and Jonathan's chance to suck up and.
I'm giving them a shot there.
Well, in the supernatural, he was a trickster, so I mean.
Yeah, he's evil.
I was in.
Like a fair. Then Cupid would be like a fairy.
Yeah.
Fairy.
Opposite of a
More like
fairy.
a fae. Yeah.
I was in American.
No.
I was in American government class.
Uh-huh.
And the girl that no one really, she didn't talk to anybody, sat behind me and my buddy Dave, and we were mad because we wanted to be the last people in the room in the back. That way we can goof around. It was the 90s. We could just do stuff you wouldn't believe. But then she sat behind me, and we never spoke to her. And then one day I turned to talk to her, and she gave me this 20-minute story of her life that was so out of my realm. I turned around and I said to my buddy Dave, don't speak to the pretty girl behind me. She's crazy. And we were like, yep. And then cut to a couple of years later, she saw me at a show. I didn't say words to her. I don't know why. I ignored her. And then, boom, I met her. But that was the wife behind me the whole time in government class. I just didn't know that yet. No one told me.
Aw.
She was a crazy girl behind me.
He was the typical guy, oblivious.
Oh no, I was totally. I'm still oblivious. Look what I'm wearing. Come on.
I still believe in fate. I believe in fate, that stuff's supposed to happen, because I had just got out of the Army. The very first day back in Colorado, my buddies took me out to the bar. and I'm sitting at the bar getting drinks for the guys, and this girl comes up, and she asked if I had a light for a cigarette. I lit her cigarette, and went back to my buddies. He's like, "Oh, my girl showed up, and her friend was the one I lit her cigarette for. That was my wife."
Oh.
Yeah.
Can someone please tell Fate that I am still fucking waiting? Like any day now.
For record,
You know, it took me 8 years to find him after my first one.
Oof.
8
first-
years.
first
Yeah.
time
I've already had 3.
It took me 30 years, Shay, to find Jenny after my first one.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
So
Oh my
Sarah,
gosh.
first time you were on our show as a guest, and we were interviewing you,
Mm-hmm.
the minute I realized I liked you was when you said that everybody else was carrying the equipment and you would do the interview. The lead singer in me was like, that's how you do it. You pretend to be in the interview, sit in the car, relax, wait till all the equipment's in, and then finish the interview. And that's exactly what she did. And the minute she
Baller.
said she was doing that, I was like, all right, I like this person. I can deal with this person.
Thanks,
You know?
Mike.
You're welcome.
I
Say it,
appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thanks. You get some points for saying something nice to me.
It's
rare.
All right, let's change
It's
that.
Valentine's Day.
No, don't ruin it. You're on such a good roll right now with Nikki, with me, with everyone. You should actually, you know what, Mike, just don't talk for the rest of the night. You should just like go down on the high note.
I'm trying to get you to, this is called wrap it up. I got to do the news.
Yeah. We do. Oh yeah, we do have to do the news. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's do scores really quickly. So I have, Sha and Country Boy Mike tied at 800. I have JK at 700, but because JK brought to us the opportunity to work with the Parapost Network with Brian Laverty, which will be starting tomorrow, JK gets an extra 500 points, which brings JK in at 1,200. Since King Mike L is minus 1,500, JK, you are the winner with 1,200
Yeah,
points.
finally!
How many points is Rick at?
Really?
How many points is Rick at this week?
What
All
are
right,
you
so
doing?
We're going to wrap it up and we're going to go do the news. So stay with us. So for Sha Wooten, for Country Boy Mike, for Pimpin' King Mike Owl, for our winner, JK47, I am Sarah Paranormal. Thank you for watching us. Legit Roulette, stay tuned for Legit Paranormal News. Have a good night, everyone.